Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, whether it is drug and alcohol addictions or overcoming life trauma, getting in the right mindset, it really can be a challenge. Dr. Donna Marks is here to shed light on how to choose love over fear. Thank you so much. Welcome. We appreciate you coming. Can you share your personal story with us?
Certainly. I was raised in a family where there was a lot of trauma. And by the time I was 18 years old, I was divorced. I had a 18-month-old daughter, and I was facing many of my own addictions. And then when I was in my 30s, I started a recovery process. I wound up, actually, even though I was facing some addictions earlier, I managed to have a voice inside me that told me, you can do better than this. And so I did work at doing better. I went to college. Fortunately, I had the support of my mother, honoring her on Mother's Day, and overcame all of those addictions. It took a lot of time, a lot of
Through
effort.
your research, what have you found? How many people are stuck in these patterns and these addictions?
Well, just in the U.S. alone, there's over 100 million people that are either addicted to alcohol, drugs, illegal drugs, pornography, gambling, video games, you name it, shopping, sugar, food.
Sure. You mentioned Mother's Day. Speaking to women specifically, how do you advise them to find that balance, to just kind of keep their head on straight?
Yes, well, I think the balance comes through really loving yourself first. One of the things I talk about in my book is that the most important person you will ever love is yourself.
Absolutely.
So you can't really love your children if you're not taking care of yourself and loving yourself. And that means honoring your body, your mind, and your soul, and giving time to those things every day.
You also talk about getting your mind back by choosing love over fear.
Correct.
Part of your book.
Yes. So many people don't realize that they are afraid. They just think, oh, I don't feel like doing it, or I'll do it later, or I can go ahead and eat this or smoke this or drink this, and I'll deal with it later. And that's really just fear. It's not choosing self-love.
And fear can be crippling. You talk about 3 steps in your book to overcoming this.
Yeah, so first is learning about what happened when you were young that started the pattern. It didn't start late in life. It started early on, where a person starts self-medicating or wanting to get out of how they feel.
Yeah.
So the first part is learn, and then growing through that experience, which means experiencing the pain and releasing it. And then you can get into the spiritual forgiveness and having compassion for what happened rather than judging.
You would think that after someone beats their addiction, they would be all too happy, but a lot of times that's accompanied by misery.
Correct. And that's because they haven't really dealt with the trauma that they're medicating. So they stay stuck.
It is.
In and out,
quite a
in and
change.
out,
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing your advice, your expertise with us, Dr. Marks. We appreciate
My pleasure.
you being here.